Hey guys, Beastfuls here and welcome back to my Phineas and Ferb breakdown. Phineas and Ferb season 2 has made a good start regardless of world building, characters, plot, music and etc. Today we're going to break down an episode of the Chronicles of Meap. It focuses on what Meap is and how he does before he faces Mitch, who is his nemesis, by the way. There are many episodes of Phineas and Ferb where one episode a character appears who should have come back but never appeared ever again. But Meap does appear one more time and a few cameos in later episodes. And of course he will return in season 5 once it releases in 2024 of season 5. This episode was originally going to be an 11-minute episode, but Dan Soapy like it. That's how a 21-minute episode was planned, which led a lot of things to cover up, like Doof losing Balloony, which plays a huge part of the memes, and a lot of stuff to cover up, which makes sure the show flows very well. As the Meep episode, is it as good as we remember it? Is it as thought of? Do some people don't care? Do some people like it? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. 4 weeks ago, I have a poll of what's your favourite song, and it's Evil Love. Without shadow of doubt, it's one of the most iconic songs of Phineas and Ferb. And it's very underrated as other songs like Gitchy Gitchy Goo gets more credit, but it still is, and it is very heartbreaking and sad for Doof at the end. If this is your first breakdown video, if you watch, there's a detailed description down below, as long as my other videos in the playlist that you can check. Overall, shall we begin? John Colton Barry and Para Pielso wrote another episode of Phineas and Ferb, The Chronicles of Meap. Premiered on April the 18th, 2009 on Disney XD. In the first installment in the Meap duology, an alien named Meap crashes in Phineas and Ferb's backyard. The boys repair his ship as he runs off after Candace. When Phineas and Ferb and Isabella set off searching for Meap, they are captured by his nemesis, Mitch, and it's up to Candace and Meap to save them. At the same time, Doofus attempts to find a lost long companion, Balloony.
The Chronicles of Meap.
Also, the announcer in this episode is Darla Fonte, who's been an announcer and does trailer voices for movies. And this is actually his last voice acting appearance before his passing. But whenever he tried to do a record due to his health compilation, he couldn't do it. So they got Wes Johnson to do it instead, because LaFonte was the announcer of American Most Wanted at that time.
Episode 38, More Than Meets the Eye.
I feel like the music in the opening is similar to Star Trek Voyager, which is...
It's the bottom of the ninth inning. Bases are loaded. It all in the lineup.
Phineas and Ferb are playing a custom-modified game of baseball. I think that's the same baseball weapon that they use for the Second Dimension video game, I presume. Also in the Second Dimension.
Go accompaniment. Right. Yeah. Never judge a book by its cover.
Oh, thank you for those insightful reviews of books you haven't read.
Is she talking about this episode or reference to the aquarium?
Library.
They looked interesting. What?
By Bangaroo!
You can see size of the box, you can see dot things, it looks like a cloud, there's a star, and it's a dog with cute eyes and that. Very nice detail of that, and I like it. A question mark in the back, which is a reference to when you open the cereal, there's a toy or something inside. That's like back in the old days when I used to eat it.
Bangaroo!
I just got my little bunny bear. It's a cross between a bunny and a bear.
It is a hybrid, bunny ears and a claw in his hands, which is a hybrid.
Cutest thing, you're just gonna...
Candace always gets bad luck. You can see that it has a ring in his nose, a sharp thing in his head, different eye color, the feet is different. Man, poor Candace, he just received a toy for nothing, and she gets the worst one.
Pop fly.
You get to see the baseball going long into space, and it's bring back in the second dimension, which is very cool, as well as the other things in later episodes. You get to see light green at the back, the blue screen as it gets crashed. As you can see, it's CG, which is flattering for their rendering. In this picture, you can see a real life image of Earth, which it was a different color of Earth earlier before his Meap ship got crashed. Phineas and Ferb got away in time as the smoke appears as the Meap ship crashed, as mud appears as it covers in the black screen.
Alien invasion.
I like the music builds up for dramatic until it was a small alien called Meap. And the first lines he said was Meap, how iconic it is. Meap doesn't say anything until the end late of the episode because he doesn't have the mustache. And he is voiced by Lozano Lamas.
That is cute. Hey, are you okay? Meep! Hi, Meep. I'm Phineas, and this is Ferb. This must be his father.
I really don't blame Phineas for that part. He's just trying to guess who he is, even though that's not his father. But this is the first introduction of Mitch, who's actually Meep's nemesis.
And do today? Let's get ourselves totally busted by crashing our stupid toy in the backyard.
It's a real live alien spaceship.
What's with a spaceship anyway? Haven't you guys, been there, done that? All done with outer space. Never again.
That's a reference to Outer Launch, where she will never go there ever again.
Well, who do stuff they're not supposed to do.
That's what Meep says at the end of the episode.
That's Meep.
Meep! Oh, robot. Better not show up at the convention and make me look bad. Strike one.
Come on, Candace, you know bangaroos don't talk, as long as it's a real-life alien.
Ferb, have you seen Perry?
Meep! Meep!
I like that scene. That's one of my favorites in this episode.
Wonder what exciting mission we have for you today.
That's Carl's arms as Major Monogon's arms are down.
Bad man.
That's a reference to Seinfeld.
You bad man! You very bad man! You very lazy bad man!
See?
On a quantum front loading system.
I really like the texturing of this design of the ship, how Phineas and Ferb put his glove in, as it has a lot of detail with the wire connected to it, so he can design the ship for Meep so that he can go home. I really like how the camera changes as it pans to the normal resume as Ferb is stuck in the wire trying to fix the ship, which is very cool as he goes down. Very nice.
What you doing?
Oh, hi, Isabella.
The thing moves as Phineas is moving his arm, which is very, very cool, but very dangerous at the same time. But obviously Phineas knows what he's doing as he puts him down.
We're fixing up this spaceship that belongs to our new friend Meep.
Are you sure there's nothing or no one that's more adorable?
Isabella's talking to herself as he gives hints of the crush as it plays more into it later on.
Look at it! It's so cute I could die!
What? Oh, no. Meep! Then Ferb,
Oh, they tricked it out for you. Cool.
Terror has come to an end, Senor Frau.
As we see Meep's first power that he used as he's opened his mouth, it's called the Death Ray, as it covers while Senor Frog gets destroyed as it disappears, which is very cool.
Lead us right to Meep. Let's see if we can get a signal. Got some.
GPS has a cute system tracker thing, as it tracks whoever is cute around a tri-state area like Meep, but it tracks Isabella there. But it could have been done much better, but overall, that's just me.
Ferb, why don't you stay and finish the ship?
No cute if it bit your legs off. Accomplishment patch.
Go.
Isabella's angry because Phineas doesn't know he's cute. Isabella does have many flaws in the character, but Phineas needs to understand that there is a hint towards it, but overall he struggles a lot to find out that Phineas does love Isabella. It happens many times in many episodes. Once we get to the Sea of Love, we're going to expand that more a lot. As we get to see it, it becomes frustrating, but sometimes it's understandable. Sometimes it could be a stretch, which kind of annoys Phineas and Ferb fans, but overall, I kind of get what it is. Doofus Evil Incorporated gets covered with mats everywhere. As the hand grabs, as Doofus presses the control, you can see small lines around Perry as he's around the electricity as soon as he inflates, which is very, very weird but funny.
You might ask, why the carpet? What is he doing? What is going on? The smell of pork emanating from me was so bad, no one would come near me. So one day, the carnival came to town. This disowned me. I was being raised by ocelots.
This is very sad, along with the other backstories being a lone gnome, he can't jump in pools, his brother Roger is better than him. This is one of the most saddest parts. His parents disowned him, while Doofus gets raised by ocelots who treats him better. It shows that in OWCA, Doofus becomes an agent because of that.
I was what they threw to Duncan, which is, again, a whole other back-lasting spray I created, and I named him Balloon.
Balloony is the most iconic meme in Phineas and Ferb, and the meme around Twitter and social media, as Doofus' voice actor Dan Proverman used a lot.
Balloony! Balloony! He became my best friend in the whole as a lawn gnome. Whatever, you looting away. I tried to reach out and grab him. Never saw Balloony again.
This is very, very sad. Losing Balloony after you got him is very heartbreaking. I'm thinking, why didn't he leave Balloony in the side? He could have just hold it with a nom-nom and that would have been safe, but overall, it is another depressing story for Doof.
To bring him to me, the static electro-amplifinator!
I keep getting some kind of cute interference.
It's me! I'm endangering the mission! I shouldn't have come.
We look at Meap shit getting redesigned as it's flames in the side, green dots with lights in it, a rocket in the back, a thing on the front with two things which could boost it up. That is an improvement to the original ship. If Phineas and Ferb didn't shoot down Meap shit, would they be found? Would Meap be safe? Would Mitch found him first? As you can see the ship from bird's eye view with the house and the tree as it pans up as we get to see more view of the city before a digitalized picture of Earth.
I have you now.
A reference to Star Wars.
I have you now.
I'm surprised that Mitch find Meap shit but doesn't find Meap himself, who's with Candace, by the way. This reminds me when Vilgax tracked the Omnitrix within use in his cybernetic recharge in his first appearance, the Secrets, and Mitch does similar, and he reminds me of Vilgax, which we're going to talk about later. The rocket boosters are green as fires with it as the smoke appears and it covers up, which is very cool as it disappears once Ferb is in the sky. As he crashes Mitch as the ship is undamaged as it goes sideways and away from it, which is very nice. As you can see the CGI rendered on Mitch's ship. This is weird for Earth in this episode. A digital picture of Earth in when Mitch is finding Meap. And then we find when Ferb is using his rockets away, it Meap his ship. The Earth is like from the show from previously that is supposed to be, which is very odd. Reminds me of, I think in this episode a different animation studios designed this part. Maybe that's just the theory, but overall that kind of makes me feel like the animation on this episode is designed by different people.
Going back in time.
Nice to see the milkshake bar. Great continuity from the previous episode of season 1. Ferb drives Meap shit. You can see Balchi and Bufus Coles goes away from the side as they are half naked.
Agreed.
I can bench you.
I really like how Meap's design of the ship as Ferb tested, which is a lot of detail to work on it, which is very good. I want to skip it because of copyright. I don't want to explain it too much, but in the inside of the ship, you can see the figure's purple. I think the figure's light green. There's a lot of buttons like the light blue, the red dot signs, the There's a lot of texturing inside it, which makes it so good in this episode.
My ride from outer space. Digging it, baby.
Vanessa smiling at Ferb. This is actually the second time there's a hint towards Ferb and Vanessa crush, as we've seen it in I Scream, You Scream, when Vanessa said, "Hey, how's it going?" Now, this is the second time Ferb has an affection with Vanessa, but we do get more in later episode, once we're going to break down in the next video.
My ride from outer space. My ride from outer space.
You can see it's a Bagaroo convention with different designs of Bagaroo, which is very cool. Really like the designs of it, of different colors, different items, different avatar skins they have, as everyone's going to see it. You can see many people inside of Bagaroo, with different people lining up to get Bagaroo toys, items, a mini ball. As you can see Candace and Stacy in the light as it shines in them. You can see more Bagaroo designs at the top.
This is so weird.
No way! Let me see!
Look how cute!
Hey! I got it. Irresponsible kids. Found it abandoned on the floor over there. Oh, or tripped over.
That's right. Injuries, lawsuits, stolen property.
Even death.
Yes, you could have killed me.
Me too!
We're lucky to be alive.
Yeah, you're in big trouble.
These two guys are taking this seriously. If he didn't do that, Candace would still be in the Bagaroo convention, but you provoke Meap to using his rainbow death ray to blast them, as that's gonna get Candace out. But also, the two guys are voiced by Fred Tadershaw and Phil Lamar. Yeah, Candace is fucked.
So cute. What does that mean anyway? Cute.
Keep getting this weird cute interference from somewhere.
Isabella was happy until Phineas said cute interference somewhere, as she is frowning. But overall, he's just trying to find Meap. Maybe Phineas should have done better with the tracker thing or whatever. And also, that clip was reused in At Your Age.
Can't ban me from Bangaroo conventions for life. I ban myself!
Live alien spaceship.
That's it! You're not a toy. You're a real live alien!
Now,
What's happening?
we're caught in some kind of tractor beam.
Man, Mitch is so pissed off about it. As Meap ship covers in green aura as the ship's sucking it inside to Mitch's big ship, which is Candace and Meap looks on to it.
Well, it occurs to me that perhaps not all of the modifications I made are technically street legal.
That was your father? Mugshot? Oh no!
So it was a mugshot. Only if he showed Phineas and Ferb earlier, they would have took down Mitch and fight them, but they didn't recognize anyway to know it, but they're gonna have to find another way to save them. You can see Meap inside the ship as he's controlling it, which is very cool detail, as well as Phineas and Ferb and Isabella. Very nice detailing, by the way, with the purple circles around it, as it looks like a thing on the top, a logo in the red colouring in the ship. Very cool. And also, Vilgas's ship is bigger than Mitch, but it looks similar, very similar. I really like this view. You can see the Danville buildings in this bird's eye view, as along with the other buildings next to it.
That's no cloud. That's a space station.
So this is Mitch's space station. Again, it has a lot of texture and designs. As they're about to go inside, you can see the pods, as there are 4, 5, 7 of them, as well as the texturing, the sides and the front. Very cool. And you can see the buildings down below us.
But I've got you now. Whoever you are. Heck is going on? Is this some kind of joke?
So Mitch, also known as Big Mitch, is voiced by David Mitchell. Anyone in Britain will know him as from The Peep Show.
I am known by many names throughout the universe, and some of the guys call me Big Mitch.
We like the design of Mitch, as he has spikes in the shoulders, the thing in his sides, as he has buttons on his gloves as well. Very cool. I always pictured him as Vilgax. Imagine he has the same body as Vilgax. That would be very cool. I actually designed it a lot back in a few years back. or when I was busy, when I was bored. This is what I mean when I designed it. Imagine he has Vilgax's body. He would be unstoppable, like anyone else.
Anyway,
Biggest.
kind of looks like this.
Also, I like Mitch's sense of, you can see he drew the glasses with teeth saying, I smell. Man, Mitch is hilarious.
He is. I'm not.
Really nice to see him reveal himself to be a villain in this episode.
And imprison them here on my ship.
You're a poacher.
Yes, I'm a poacher.
These poor creatures shouldn't be locked up here.
Yeah, they should be brought back to their homes and set free.
Mitch has gone around many planets and he kidnaps aliens and puts them in the ship. He is really a poacher. Reminds me of Vilgax. He just really is threatening, but the difference is Mitch has comedy inside of him, which a voice, as he is badass and cool. Imagine.
Do! Play Phineas and Ferb. Your father. No, right, not your father. Right, stay focused. What?
Nice to see Meap and Candace communicating each other, as Candace doesn't understand because Mitch stole his mustache as he has it, but until he gets it back in the end of the episode. But it's nice to see Candace understands, as he does actually go up there with the bike, with the baseball custom thing that Phineas and Ferb made, as they're going to go up there right now.
Uniform of pure evil! I call it the Saki Shaki Suti.
Oh, cool.
Should be afraid of me.
Don't just stand there, Mitch. Capture them right now.
Ah, like a moth to the flame.
No, that's the Weekend song and Swedish Mafia.
Situation totally under control.
I'll deal with them later.
You should have just captured them, but you just stand there doing nothing, Mitch. You missed your chance.
Ka-ching! Okay, I'll go in and get...
I really like many designs of the plants. As you can see, the plants comes into life as Candace tries to smell as it appears, as more of them comes to the side. Reminds me of Poison Ivy when she is controlling it. As they land in an alien, as you can see, it's upside down, as Isabella's hair is upside down as well as Candace tries to find them using these vines, these pink vines to find them, which is a very detailed and nice, as there are many things happening in this episode so far.
We meet again. Meep! I agree. It ends here.
Wish we get to know Meap and Mitch in the past before they became enemies, which would have been a cool story plot line, but overall, let's hope we get that in season 5.
I am not your father.
Yeah, it is a Star Wars reference, alright.
People don't really appreciate. There, now watch.
Uhuat uses the sock suit as he charges up with electricity as it powers up the Endator with 1 bar 3, 4, 5 as the other panels charger as well.
This was the outcome.
We're right in the middle of a showdown, if you don't mind.
You can see more Mitch's design. He has a knee pads, a belt, and he has a cape as well.
Whee, not fun. Okay, what do I keep? It's you! Balloony!
After decades of missing, he found it on Mitch's ship. I would love to know how Mitch got him from far away and from space. I know, but how did he get? We don't know, but I would love to know that story. We do know he floats around in space.
Oh, his face! Look, I signed it!
That's a birth... Ha! See? Colin is my best friend.
I feel so sad for Doof. Doof was searching for decades and just for Balloony to betray him.
Actually, backstory worthy. It makes me sick. He's a really good listener. He even put up with me going on about how great you were. Ha! It's clear to me now that my real best friend is Perry the Black. Hello? Calling to my room here.
All too easy.
Trapped him just like that. Meap should use his rainbow death ray again and just blast it out, right? Mitch's robot minions. And of course, Vilgax has a robot minions as well, which makes sense.
Bye.
And it blasts lasers.
Strike 3.
Since you obviously won't figure this out on your own, I think I'm the one causing the cute interference.
Maybe because Meap arrived at that time, or is it Isabella cute interfering? Just admit, Phineas, that it is Isabella.
What happens if I change it back to normal? Oops. So much for finding Meap.
No, I don't.
Hi, Mitch.
Meep! Get away from him! Mitch!
Hi, Mitch! Look at the cool stuff, Mitch!
If only Mitch turned around and see the baseball.
Who lost? I won!
Those words will come back to haunt him once Meap breaks free.
Huh?
Fuck yeah, Meap is awesome.
My universal moustache translator! Ow! Me!
Thank you for your help in bringing down this villainous scoundrel.
This is Meap's first line while speaking other than Meap.
Busting people who do stuff they're not supposed to do.
You're like the me of the galaxy.
That alien creature has so many eyes that it's blubbery. And it's scary as well.
She's correct. Let's get out of here!
Ah yes, the fake trailer before the real one gets revealed in later episode in season 3.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Your hat on my desk.
He actually throws the chair into his desk as he puts it down. It is a fake trailer, by the way, but I will compare it once I get to the St. Louis breakdown in season 3. But overall, right now, it is very funny.
Of Meap, episode 40 in Seattle.
And we are getting this in season 3. Same with Meet Me in St. Louis, as we are getting it in season 5, which is very, very cool. I like it.
World. There, I said it. Happy.
Rest in peace, Don LaFonte. You'll be truly missed. Okay, the first introduction of Meap. I'm gonna give a plot of 4. Phineas and Ferb shot down a Meap spaceship, but to make a better design as the introduction of Meap. As they learn it's a real-life alien spaceship. I really like the dynamic between Meap and Candace when they going to find Mitch and save Phineas and Ferb from them. As we learn about Mitch in the spaceship, that he is a poacher, he collects aliens around the world, which is his goal to capture Meap for his own benefit. I really do think Perry, we did get much of them, but not a lot. We learned about Deuce Balloony, which is one of my favorite, the best memes in Phineas and Ferb so far, and still to this day. Perry understands it as he kicks him down, but as well as Doofus was betrayed by him when Balloony didn't follow him, as it was Mitch's balloon now. Perry, he didn't have much to do until he kicks Doof down in the space, but obviously Doofus will survive. And Meap defeating Mitch, that was awesome. As well as taking the mustache. Meap's goal is to protect others, which is very, very standard of him. Just like Candace when he tried to bust his brother to make sure that they don't do dangerous things, which is very cool. And overall, still very good episode. Characterization will get a 5. Everyone's on point in this episode, like always. As well as Phineas didn't, at times, noise Isabella for the cute tracker, but that's what we've seen many times in many episodes, that Phineas gets distracted every time Isabella trying to make sure that he loves him. He doesn't reveal it until at your age. I really like Candace, how he communicates with Meap, which is very cool, as she understood the excitement to save her brothers and Isabella. As well as Ferb is very cool. He does what he does. Really like Meap as well. He does to protect everyone and from around the galaxy, which is very cool. As well as Mitch, he is a bad guy, but he is very funny, and his gimmicks does land many times. But overall, we do get more. We didn't get much of him more, but we do in St. Louis. But overall, is still a 5, and everyone in this episode is on point. Visuals is a 5. There are a lot of cool stuff in this episode, like the buildings, Meap's power when he shoots out rainbows, Mitch's design as his robots, the aliens, so many of them, Bangaroo. Overall, Phineas and Ferb visuals never fail to impress me, and it's continued to do a very good job in season 2 so far. Importance is a 5, self-explanatory, and entertainment is a 5. That leaves off with a 24 out of 25. Again, a very good score for a very good episode so far. Really like it, and it is very enjoyable, very watchable, and it's set up for Meet Me in Seattle in season 3, as we're gonna get more, and also St. Louis as we continue. Let's move on to our final thoughts. There are plenty of things that I'm going to talk about in the final thoughts, so let's get into it. Doofus breaks the fourth wall right after he shows Perry his invention. Whenever Phineas and Ferb, Isabella and Candy explores Mitch's ship, it sounds similar to Mambo and No. 5 point. When Major Monogram is talking while Carl performs his hands as a gesture, which is referenced a sketch in the show called Helping Hands in Whose Line Is It Anyway? And I forgot that More Than Meets the Eye is More Than Meets the Eye, which is a reference to Transformers. Meet Me in Seattle is a parody of the romantic comedy called Sleepless in Seattle. In the 2 episodes that Meap becomes a main part of the episode, tell me, which one is your favorite? The Chronicles of Meap or Meatless in Seattle? St. Louis doesn't count because it hasn't released yet, so we're not gonna count it. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day. And as always, see ya.